and his husband Trent, and along with my twins Derek and Erica. What made me want to start Dynamic Elite was I saw in the industry a change in how things were done. The industry was more about discipline and military style of instruction, and I thought we could do better in a more positive, family-oriented environment, and that's why I wanted to start Dynamic.
I feel like we have grown so much from like how our class program has grown and our all-stars and the way that we do our routines now, and it's not just come in and just try and do everything. It's like, okay, we have set boundaries and rules, and we're actually getting to the point where we can compete against people, and we have choreographers now. And I feel like things have just built and gotten so much stronger now that, it's been 11 years.
From a day one to now,
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It's
the
crazy.
growth that we've
Yeah,
seen.
for sure. I always wanted to cheer my entire life. My mom wouldn't let me. Because I
How the turntables.
Well, I was a cheerleader in high school, and I knew this. Yes, we didn't have all stars back then. It was in the early 80s, and I knew the stigma of cheerleading, and I thought, if she got past that kind of, I want to be a cheerleader, then we could get her into something else. But no, she just kept coming at me.
kept asking, and then finally she signed me up for rec. And then I fell in love with it from there. I used to watch the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, but that was more dancey back then, but I didn't really know.
No difference.
Yeah, I didn't really know. It was just cheerleading to me, and and then, I just fell in love with it, and it's my sport.
My journey is probably not as straightforward. I wasn't a cheerleader.
Really?
No. I did it. 2 seasons, that was it. So I come from a dance and gymnastics background. That was really my forte. I loved dance. I enjoyed every part of it. I have a degree from Brockport. And then I started coaching gymnastics at a local gymnastics academy. And then I got sucked into the cult of cheerleading, and I've been here ever since. Well, I think my time as an athlete gave me a really good perspective of things that I require from my athletes. So that was a really cool role to play of being a coach and being an athlete, and also having that perspective of how much they need to be pushed,
what an athlete goes through.
what an athlete goes through,
The pressure.
the time of being on the floor with a team. I'm that was really cool.
I definitely can say that too, because growing up I was always the athlete, and then starting to come into this role of being a coach and trying to build relationships with the kids, and also keeping the distance between when I'm a coach and when I'm an athlete too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my journey is, I was working in the tanning industry for 10 years, and I had management experience from that. I was a manager of a salon itself, and then I became a district manager. I was overseeing 14 stores, and then coming into here was a perfect transition because, it was nice because I didn't have to travel. So having one entity in one place was great. That was a bit different for me, and from traveling all the time. But it was, something I really sought after when it came to the organization and the systems that needed to be put in place here. And I took all that management experience, and I was able to really, we were working on paper when it came to enrollment for classes, and there was a lot of different things that, I was able to kind of assist with, and it's grown so much since then. And luckily, we have all those things in place now. So
Well, he was able to step into the business pretty quickly, because I had a full-time job for years until 2020.
Yeah.
And then I came on full-time here, but Christopher really did the day-to-day while I could still do my job and then still come in and function and do what needs to get done. So it's been great.
When I was younger, I was kind of always a follower, and seeing her do cheerleading all the time, I ended up just falling in love with it too, and so
trying it out.
I actually did my first team at Northeast, so I was there for a couple of months. I don't even remember.
Yeah, literally a couple months.
A couple months, and then I was done. But I ended up, once we opened the gym, I decided to then cheer again, and I've just been, I don't know, it's just been what I've liked ever since. Even today, I thought about, when I was watching their practice, I was sitting there, I was like, ooh, I kind of want to stop right now. That's what I was thinking about.
I mean, you tried soccer too, and you just
Yep, he
Yeah.
was
Flow
good
with
at
it.
soccer.
I also did soccer because my brother did soccer.
Yeah.
So I was also a follower on that one. But I don't know. It wasn't for me. Cheerleading is where it's at.
Then he asked me once, how come I didn't put him in hockey? Because
Oh.
his brother did hockey. And I was like, wow, that would have been
That
a
would have
lot.
been something. Oh yeah.
yeah, definitely. I feel like it has. When I was younger, I just cheered for like, I don't know, for the friends and for fun, and like
Pretty
now
much,
it's
yeah.
like it's our family thing that we like kind of do, and
It's like an attachment.
I just feel like I've gotten so much more into the business now that I like instructed, and then now I'm a shift leader, and then I create events, and I'm in family meetings, and it's just like it's just my life.
This is not where I thought I was going. Because we were both doing separate jobs at that time, so we started dating right before the gym opened. So back in 2013.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, 10 years. So yeah, I did not think that this was even a possibility. It's been a great turnout, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a really interesting adventure.
The moment that we won U.S. Finals for the first time.
Oh my gosh, that was mine.
It was, well, I was on stage holding hands.
She said, well, I was on the team.
You're all
so.
I did
nervous.
not. It was
like,
because of me.
they do third place, and then they do first, and you're standing like, come on, please.
Just say
like,
my
please
name.
Say my name
just,
first,
just
please.
this one time, I'll do anything in the entire world, just right here, right now. And it was like the most exciting thing, and I could never forget that memory.
I have a
That's
video
cute.
of recording the U.S. Finals moment, and I have my phone up in the air, and it was as soon as I heard dynamic, and then I just dropped the phone, it stopped recording, I fumbled it.
You tried.
Yup, I didn't get the moment, but
Too
it
excited.
happened. It happened.
We all know
It was
that.
awesome.
Yeah, I was in tears.
Yes.
It was very
It
exciting.
was such an
a-
amazing
yeah, it was a great
time for
moment.
everybody.
Yeah.
You know, we built up so much to like have that moment.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
Anybody else?
I'll go.
I mean, mine was gonna be when we were at Summit this year and ended up
that's
getting
good.
called to move on to
Oh,
day 2.
yeah,
Yes,
that was
that
beautiful.
was.
And it was a lot only because having the year prior with Legacy, it was a little struggle. We really had a rough year. But coming back through Dynasty and even having a little bit of a rough year and then coming out into
Yeah.
day 2 on
Yes.
Summit
Yes.
is great for us.
Yeah,
and
and
that was always something I remember.
We weren't really expecting it.
No.
It was kind of just
No, we
something
weren't.
that
we
it
were
just
gonna go out and
happened.
do our best.
And they called our name first too.
Yes.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I think half of us were caught off guard, like
Yeah.
what just happened?
Yeah.
It was literally the
I wasn't even paying attention.
I know.
yeah.
I would say as being a coach would be one of my favorite memories, but being at US Finals, I want to say season 4, and I took my flip-flops off because I was so excited for my kids hitting their routine and doing so well that I was literally like clapping my flip-flops above my head. I'm surprised we didn't get a deduction for that, but that would be probably one of my favorite moments. Just like being so excited for my team to do so well was really cool. Yeah.
I think for me, there's so many. I mean, for me, it's a little different because I get to work with my kids every day,
Yeah.
which is something not a lot of people get to do, right? So as a mom, like that's,
God, do we need a tissue box?
I know.
No,
So,
I
like,
was gonna say.
so that, like, I won't, but definitely I think after all these years and everything we've built and all of that, I have to say though, the when they called us for Dynasty last year, because 3 of my kids were on that team, and just as a business owner, it's one thing, you're so excited, but as a mom, to have those kids do what they did, see the excitement, watch them be hysterical and
Yeah.
and just amazing.
I was excited.
I think that's one of the ones that really just, after all these years, tops
Mm.
Yeah.
everything.
U.S. Finals is the
Yeah.
top moment for me. And just that moment, it was just like I was like even in tears. You know, knowing where our businesses come from, knowing where our teams, how hard we've worked.
Yeah.
All the everything that we've kind of gone through and built, and just having that moment was just like so amazing to watch. Watch the parents, watch the parents with their kids, watch the kids. I mean, it was just
they've been on the journey too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I feel like also one of my really good moments was when we had evaluations, and it was the first time that I threw my full on the floor by
I have
myself.
video.
Yeah.
And everybody was cheering me on. Erica, you got it, you can do this. And I was stressed in the corner. I was like shaking my hands. I was about to be in tears because I was like, oh my God, am I really gonna do this right now? And then I threw it, and everyone screamed for me, and I like started crying. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I think totally.
Yes.
I think that
Yes.
we are, I don't think I would see my kids in as much as I see them on a daily basis. And although we all fight as a family, because we are a family at the end of the day, there is so much love. And I'm so appreciative that they actually come on this journey with me, because they didn't have to. Like, they all could go their separate ways and do their own things, but they believe in me, and they believe in what we have here. They know I want to grow it as a family, and for not only for obviously for them, but for their kids going forward. I just think that has brought us all together. And although my husband and our other son isn't here, like, they have helped us grow this business,
Yeah.
and they have been involved when they need to be. I mean, they kind of have their own lives, but I think that it has brought us all closer, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like it's nice to see all of us all the time.
Yeah.
I know that they don't live with us, so getting to see them at the gym more often is,
We probably
That's
wouldn't
nice.
see them ever.
yeah.
Yeah.
If they
You
weren't.
know, you
So-
see some families at like holidays and
Yes,
stuff, but I
yes.
can like come to work and be like, hey Chris,
Yeah.
hey Trent.
Yeah.
And even still, I mean, Christopher kind of moved out when we were,
Little.
pretty young.
Younger,
so
yeah.
didn't really get the experience of having him there. So now having him in our life like that, seeing him on a daily basis, I like that connection to, even though we lost it in our childhood, we're able to gain it in the future as adults.
Yeah, and too, because it's like you guys were, little babies, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's like now we get to see
You
you guys
grow up.
become
Yeah.
like something, as adults, like that transition, and having, whether it's, more responsibilities as an event coordinator or things, or seeing you guys become instructors and all of that, it's amazing to watch, you know what I mean? Like, see you guys grow with that.
Yeah.
And being an outside family member that's now a part of the family, I would say being able to spend so much time with Christopher and his family has been a really great experience for me as well, because we see each other at work. I feel like it also encourages us to hang out and see each other more often. BTW, I would like to get back to Sunday dinner.
Okay.
Put that on your calendar.
Yeah. Winter's coming.
Yes. Just because I think like that was fun. Also, having your sister here with her 3 kids, it's a huge family atmosphere. Obviously, that's what we promote. It's what we want. But it legitimately, at the end of the day, is a whole cheer team just within our family.
Yeah.
So like, we talk about it at family parties. We talk about it at
We
events.
stunt at family parties.
Yeah.
Tumble.
Yes.
We tumble together.
It's our whole life.
Well, I
Yes.
don't.
We talk about things, so it's a really great.
I think you should
experience.
consider it.
Yeah, maybe try it out.
I could make that a whole separate video.
That was getting to know our family, and you're watching Teal TV.